Hi, I'm Doug Laflin, your local Summerville real estate attorney here with Howell Associates, and I'm here with a few more tips today. And in interest of being more helpful, I reached out to several agents that I've worked with over the years via Facebook to find out what questions they're getting the most, because I figure that if they're getting those questions, you might have those questions as well. And so today, we have a question from Josh Pelkey.
Hello there, Doug. Joshua Pelkey here with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Palmetto at the home office with my son, Obi-John, today. One of the questions that we're explaining to our clients a lot is, what is the difference between the 4% and 6% tax brackets? I think a lot of people out there would like that information. Can you answer?
Oh, that's an excellent question, Josh. Thank you for asking it. To fully answer it, though, we're going to need to get into a few different areas. So first, we're going to need to delineate between the types of taxes that you're going to pay in a closing, as well as moving forward. We're going to need to then go over the difference between the 4 and the 6% tax rates. Then we need to go over how to apply for the 4% tax rate. And then we're going to talk about how the taxes are compiled in South Carolina and give you some deadlines. So strap in, because this is going to be a riveting discussion about taxes. Okay, so to be fair, it's probably not going to be that riveting, but I hope it will be very informative. First, we need to look at the two different taxes that you're going to be paying on your closing disclosure. The first is still called deed stamps in South Carolina. They're called that because we used to have a full vellum deed, and when you paid your taxes, they would put the stamps on there to show that those taxes were paid. Obviously, we don't do that anymore. However, you still do have to pay the transfer tax. It amounts to about $3 and some change per $1,000 worth of sales price on the property, and that gets split up further to go to the state and the county. But that's not really what we're talking about here. What we're talking about here is your yearly property tax on a house. So the default tax rate in South Carolina for property is 6%. You have to apply and prove that you live there as your primary legal residence to bring it down to the 4% tax rate. And we're going to talk about how to do that in just a minute. But first, I need to make sure that you understand how important this is. Whenever you do a closing and you tell them that you're going to live in the property, the number that you have for your proposed mortgage payment, the part of that that goes to escrow for the taxes is predicated on you applying and getting the 4% form. If you do not do so in time, what's going to happen is you're going to get taxed at the 6% rate, which does not sound like it's precipitously higher than the 4% rate, but the 4% rate ends up being a third, if not a half, of the price that you pay for the 6%. So you absolutely need to make sure to apply for it, or what's going to happen is in January, when the taxes come due, you're going to get a phone call or an email saying that your escrow account just blew up, and they're going to want a check for $8 to $10 grand, as well as to tell you that until you fix it, your payment is going to be $800 to $900 more a month. That's average. Your numbers may vary along with your mileage, but that is generally what I see and what I get phone calls about every January. Do not be that person. Make sure to apply. You may be asking yourself, how do I apply then, Doug? Well, that's a valid question that obviously I'm here to answer. So what you need to do is look down in the description, because I have already given you a link to every one of the counties in South Carolina that I could find having an online application form for this 4%. There are some counties that do not have it online. In those cases, that's marked as well down in the description, and it has the phone number that you can call. And in most cases, I have been told that they can then email you that application. So all you'll need to do is have your driver's license changed over, have your vehicle registered to the new property, have a utility bill in your name for that property that was delivered to that property, and apply either online or in person at your county tax assessor's office before August to make this happen. Well, why August, you may be asking, and that's a valid question that, again, I'm here to answer. So the way that taxes are compiled in South Carolina, at least property taxes, is they're in arrears. So the tax bill that's coming due in 2023 will be for the year of 2022. They start compiling that in September. They deliver them out sometime in October, and they're due in January. So if you want to be considered at the 4% rate and not get charged the 6% taxes, then you absolutely need to apply with the county at the very latest at the beginning of August. So those are the bare bones of the discussion about property taxes in South Carolina. And if you have any further questions about your specific case or even a hypothetical one, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is below in the description. And again, I'm Doug Laflin, your local Summerville real estate attorney, here with Howell Associates, and I'm here for you.